Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to build something really cool. Yes, a crypto price tracker that's pulls live data from CoinGecko API. Yes, and creates a HTML table too with a little styles. Yes, and we will be start from absolutely zero. So even you are completely new to Node.js, you will be able to follow along. So let's dive right in. Let's go. First thing, yes, let's create our project folder. I'm going to create a new folder on my desktop called Crypto Tracker. Okay, so this is, I believe that you are seeing my VS Code Studio, right? Visual Studio Code, sorry. Okay, so let's come here in File and Open File. We can go there. I'm going to create in my desktop. Let's choose a folder. Let's just create it. We can come here and new, for instance, code, and I'm calling this folder at here. This is rename. This folder we'll call it Crypto Tracker. Okay, I'm going to choose yes. So I created this. Yes, I choose the authors. I created this folder. All right. Okay, so we have our folder, and now we need to initialize our Node.js project. Okay, so first thing, with our folder opened in our Visual Studio Code, we can go here in terminal and we come here in new terminal, right? Yes, right here. So yes, I opened our terminal. Yes, and okay. So the first thing we need to do here is initialize our Node.js project. Okay. So okay. Now we use this command npm init like this command. Okay. What this is going to do? This is create a package JSON file, which is like let's say is almost like an ID card. Okay, for our folder. It's tell Node.js what our project is about and what dependencies we need. Okay, it tells. So we use this command because this is create a package JSON file. Okay, this package JSON file, which is like an ID card for our project. This package JSON files, yes, tells for our Node.js what our project is about. Yes, what our project is about and what dependencies we need. Okay, so let's press this command. Let's press enter. Let's wait. Here, are you seeing? So they created a package JSON. Okay, now we're going to install Axios. All right, we need to install Axios, but what is that? Axios is a JavaScript library that makes HTTP requests super easy. All right, so thinks of like a messenger that's going to website and brings back data. All right, we could use the built-in feature, right? But Axios has better error handling and clearing syntaxes. All right, so let's install there. Let's put this command install Axios. Let's wait. Okay, and if you're seeing, they created a package JSON, a package lock JSON, another file. Right? See how it created and created that node models. All right, that's where our dependencies live. See, okay, we just need to create a net. The most important that we need to focus here is that structure. Don't worry about this all files. Yes, all the, okay, so we created. All right, now we will create our main file called index.js. We can click here with the right button and click a new file, or we can go here and new file. Alright, and we can use the terminal to create two, but in this case how we just one file, it's easier, we come just here, so we can here new file, and let's create our index.js. okay, so here we created our index.js. okay, right, and now let's start code. The first thing, let's create a const anxious equals require, right? Yes, anxious, something like that. Let's save. So, and let's create our const fs equals require our fs. Let's save too. So here, the require, alright, that we use it here, we are using here, function, it's how we import libraries in Node.js. So we use require to import libraries, okay? And it's like say, hey, Node.js, I wanted to use this tool in my project, alright? It's something like that. Did you understand? And anxious, we use anxious for making HTTP requests to APIs, and we use fs, right, to stand for file system, and this fs will help us create and write files. All right, that's why we use this require, these actions, and this fs. So here, the first thing we just okay, and now we will create our function. All right, and our function is going to have our commands, and here our systems, and system is going to be here. So here, okay, it's going to be async function, right? And let's call this like create crypto table, that way. And let's open that, let's save. Okay, so we create our crypto table, something like that. This is our function. So APIs, this is important information. APIs take time to respond. We are say maybe 1 or 2 seconds, right? Instead of freezing our program, we use async and await. Yes, that's why we are using async and await, because async tells for our JavaScript, hey, this function will wait for something. All right, so this function will wait for something, and await tells JavaScript, wait here until this finishes, then continue. All right, so it's like ordering food. We want you wait for it to be ready before eating, right? Because first we ask, and after we wait, and after we eat, something like that. That's why we are using async and await. Okay, and now let's continue and create our function. Here we're going to create a const response and await, right? Await dot get, and here we create our API. I will copy my path here. Yes, this is an API. Yes, from the CoinGecko, right? This is an API that comes from Gecko. Wait. Actions. Yes. Okay. So this is a wait action. So in this function we are doing these APIs, right? So this URL asks CoinGecko for prices of 5 cryptocurrencies. And what currencies and what coins we are working? We are working with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Solana. Yes, that's it. And chain, I believe that. Yes, that's fine. Okay, I will create that. And vs currencies here we are working with US because we show this value in dollars, okay, and includes, all right, 34-hour exchange truth, okay, percent. This is what our URL are doing, all right. And so we created that. Let's just create a block here just to do a try catch, try something like that here. And here we will build this try catch, all right. This is not to be here because we need to open. Sorry. Yes, right here. Okay. So try this, all of this, all right. And why we are using this try catch? We are going to use a try catch here, and here let's put here try and catch error, right? Not console, it's just error here, and do this like yes, that way, exactly. Okay. Yes, that way. Okay. Why? APIs can fail, of course, because internet problems, servers issues, we have a lot of problems that an API can stop to work or doesn't work, right? So I just okay. And try adapt this code and catch if something goes wrong. Do this instead, okay? It's like having a backup plan. That's why we use this, we call block, a try catch, all right? Okay, so now let's create our HTML code. Let's say like that, HTML, here and right here. Okay, it's created our code. Then I wanna dive into this part because I just wanted to show this is going to build a visual, let's say a visual better way to see this information in this API. But what I really wanted to focus here in this video is show you this, especially this API and how I can create it, okay? But we are here, let's create it more, and let's use our header, alright? And our header, you can create a tile here, tile, and let's say that crypto prices, right? Yes, this is here inside, and we can do meta here too, meta right there, and choice set, yes. UTF-8. Yep. Here. So okay, I write it this code, and now we are almost finished, right? Let's create that objected and tries, right? And response data, right? For each. So let's go. What is going to do? Let's write this coin, right? And data. Yep. This here. Yes. way in our array function here, and const color equals data USD for 8 change. Zero green and red. Arrow data USD change 0. Okay, here we can just put here. Okay, and just I use this part. Okay, so what these are doing? Let's go. This object tries, alright, this convert our data into pairs. So coin name and coin data, right? And for each, this is going to loop through each coin because we have 5 coins, right? And coin and data, yes, this structure is loops the pair into 2 variables, yes? And to fix it, shows only 2 decimals. There we use this function exactly here, and when you use color, it is the color. Yeah, that's why we are using here. But let's just finish our code, right? So yes, and here we finished our code. And let's an interesting thing about JavaScript and this code, because here in let this is like a string. Yes, this is like a string. And we use the object, as I say, color is just to show the color, right? This fixed 2 is to a number to show 2 decimal numbers after. And HTML, we here have this another string 2. See that this is a variable, or you see that this is a variable, right? And we save this variable like a type of file, right? This type of file. So that's why we use, so here we use this fs, yes, right, file sync. Oh, sorry, that's it. And if there's something wrong, this is going to use this catch. And after we just execute the function, okay? So let's try to use that. Let's close that, and let's try. To try, we can just node and index.js. Feature, crypto table created successful. And here we have a new file. We can put with right button and go here and open with live service. Just remember, if you don't have the live service, you can come here and just live. Yes, and you can download this live server, okay? This really help a lot. And we can come here and open with live service. And let's see our application. If we see, everything is working, right? But it's not so beautiful, let's say like that, okay? So just to do better, we can use AI tool to help us just to show you how we can use these tools. So what we can do, in this case I'm going to use a DeepSeek. So here we can use a DeepSeek, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to click here and select all of that and say save for DeepSeek. Please create a CSS file for this code. We can come here and let's wait. Of course, this is just to educational video, all right? And here is just to show that and with what we can do, all right? let's wait. Okay, it finished, so we can just we can copy, yes, and we can come here again, right button. Now let's say my styles.css for instance, and we can click here, right? And of course here we have our style.css is already here. Let's save that and let's come back and our crypto. Let's close it. Okay, let's save and let's save that. Let's do all of this again. We can remove that and let's go, because here we create again. Okay, and Node.js. This. Let's see my button. Okay, here, so it's working, right? And here we have last updated. Okay, the price and the change. So our API is working. Okay. So this is the most important thing. So thank you for watching the video. If you have any question, please do in the comment. Okay, and bye bye.